YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there. And that's forever. And we're going to talk about the clash of the Eastern Conference teams in the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. And the Knicks got smacked in this one, 109-94. New York did win the season series 2-1, and they don't play Cleveland unless they play them in the playoffs for the rest of this season. The Cavs go to 37-22 and 20-11 at home. The Knicks go to 37-22 and 15-14 on the road. Cleveland won the first quarter 35-26, but they lost the second quarter 28-25 and won the third quarter 23-11. And then they also lost the fourth quarter 29-26. That first half really helped the Cavaliers get a good lead, and in the third quarter they was able to blow it open a little bit, and then they just was able to close it out. We're going to talk about the Knicks first. OG Anunoby. He took a lot of threes in this one, but didn't make them. He went 1 of 6 from 3, 2 of 9 from the field. Obviously, he had to turn down some of those threes because they run him off the 3-point line because that's what he really wants to take. And even when he was taking them, he wasn't really making them. In this one, he did have 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover in a block. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a -12. And plus minus Karl Anthony Towns didn't have the greatest performance either when it comes to dominating the game. He played 29 minutes, 14 points. He didn't miss a shot. He did some drives, got to the free throw line, got to the 3-point line and knocked down one of them. But he went 3 or 4 from the free throw line, made his only 3, had 7 boards. He didn't get a double-double in this game. He did get 2 assists and 5 turnovers, which was a problem for him in this one. He also did get a steal and 2 blocks, which is good. 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and a -9 and plus minus. This is one of them games where you say you did a lot for the amount of attempts you took and for what you was trying to do out there. It worked more times than not, but they needed you to do a little bit more for this team. Josh Hart, he went 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. They was basically testing him and saying, we'll let you shoot it. We'll give it to you. And he bought into it. He just didn't make enough of them tonight. He did drive a couple times too and went 4 of 11 from the field. So it wasn't the greatest night for him also, but he did finish with 10 points in 26 minutes. He did get 4 rebounds and 5 assists, 3 turnovers and a steal. He had 2 personal fouls and was a -4. And plus minus. Mikal Bridges, 32 minutes, 18 points, 6 of 17 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He missed a lot of shots in this one, and a lot of them was good looks that he normally makes. It just wasn't his night to finish with putting them down. In this one, he did still get 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, and a block. He's going to give it to you on both ends of the court. Everybody made a defensive stop for the starters. They all did get a rebound or more, an assist or more, so they played good enough together, but not a dominant defensive or offensive game from anybody really in this starting lineup. So Mikal wasn't the only person that didn't shoot the ball that great in this lineup. He did also have 2 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and 1 turnover, and finished as a -11 and plus minus. Usually don't see him get that many fouls, but it happened tonight. They have good guard and wing play, the Cavs do, and they was testing them, and they was winning a lot of those battles, but they did make some mistakes too with him guarding them. Jalen Brunson, 36 minutes for him, 20 points. That's game high for the Knicks. He went 6 of 19 from the field. It wasn't an easy night for him to score, and they made it really, really tough on him. But he usually can still find a way to still have dominant numbers, and it just didn't happen in this one. He did go 3 of 7 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He did have 1 rebound and 4 assists and 2 turnovers and a block. But he also had 4 personal fouls in this one and finished as a -20. I mean, if Towns is not dominating and Brunson is not having a dominant game neither, and then the role players aren't having great games, most of the time you're going to lose that game and they just didn't think they was going to lose by double figures like they ended up doing in this one. But it happened, and they didn't even score 100 points. The Knicks are so loaded, talent-wise, name-wise, you would think that they would have no trouble doing so, but they did. Jeremy played 5 minutes. He missed his only shot. He did get a rebound. He had no turnovers and no personal fouls. It was a +1 and plus minus. Dylan Jones played 3 minutes. He got a rebound and an assist, and he had no turnovers and a personal foul. It was a +4 and plus minus. Mohammed played 8 minutes and had 5 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. He had no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. Mitchell Robinson had 19 minutes played. He finished with 11 all finishes around the rim, really, besides one shot that he missed. He finished 5 of 6 from the field. He only went 1 of 4 from the free throw line, but he had 15 boards, so he ended up having a double-double. He also had 1 assist, no turnovers, and 2 blocks. And he also had 8 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. Ariel played 3 minutes, and he ended up having 1 rebound, no turnover, no personal fouls, and was a +4 and plus minus. Jordan Clarkson played 1 minute. He didn't do anything at all, but finished as a -2 and plus minus. Landry Shamet been doing a lot of damage to other teams. Not so much against the Cavs tonight. He played 20 minutes, only had 2 points. He went 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. Had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers and a steal. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a -22 and plus minus. He did some things to help him out, but he also turned the ball over too much and missed too many shots in this one. Jose Alvarado, 22 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. He did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, a steal, and a block. He did a lot of things for this team, but it wasn't enough to help him come back or get back into the game. Unfortunately, but he did have 2 personal fouls, and it was a 0 and plus minus. And Tyler Kolek played 3 minutes. He had 4 points and went 2 of 3 from the field, missed his only 3. He did have 2 assists, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and finished as a +4 and plus minus. And then you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Dean Wade was shooting some tough threes, but he went 3 of 5 from 3, and he finished 4 of 9 from the field for 11 points in 25 minutes. Everybody in his starting lineup for the Cavaliers scored in double figures in points, and that's always a good thing to see. He also had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 3 steals, and 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and he finished as a +22 and plus minus. I like what he was doing out there on both ends of the court. He's a fighter, and he's a trier, and that's something that you have to love about Dean Wade. He fits this team like a glove. Jared Allen, 29 minutes, 19 points. He made every shot besides one, but he also went 5 of 7 from the free throw line and 7 of 8 from the field. You know he's going to get right to that basket and finish as quick and as fast as he can, but he also did finish with a double-double because he had 10 boards by the end of the game. He was the only guy on the team to get a double-double. He did have 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 4 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a +11 and plus minus. Evan Mobley, 24 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He can dunk the basketball. He can shoot a little bit. He showed both of those things tonight. You would like him to make more of his free throws, though. He did have 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, also got a turnover, but it was only 1. That's not that bad. 3 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and was a +5 and plus minus. And James Harden, you know he can score. You know he can shoot a little bit. He can drive real well. He can attract a lot of attention. 32 minutes, 20 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers for him. 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a +10 and plus minus. And then Donovan Mitchell, 31 minutes for him, 23 points, 5 of 18 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. He struggled to score, and this one he didn't really have it going at all in this game. The thing that helped him score the 23 points, which was game high for the Cavaliers and for the game, was the 11 of 14 shooting from the free throw line, which was showing you that he still wanted to find a way to score the basketball, even though they was making it difficult for him to get the shots that he wanted, and that's what they supposed to do. He figured out how to still put some big numbers on the board anyway. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, one personal foul, and was a plus 21. And plus minus, Naquan Tomlin didn't score because he missed his only field goal, and he took no free throws. He also had no turnovers, no personal foul, was a -4 and plus minus. Thomas Bryant made a three and went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. His only field goals was threes in this game, so he finished with 5 points. No turnovers, no personal foul, was a -4 and plus minus. Dennis Schroeder, he did make a three, and he kept finding ways to probe and get good assists to go down for his teammates. He did have 3 points and was 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from three. He had 5 assists, 1 rebound, and a turnover, and 2 steals. The 2 steals was the most off the bench. He also had no personal fouls and was a +7 and plus minus. Sam Merrill, 21 minutes, he went 0 of 4 from the field. It was all threes that he ended up taking, so he went scoreless since he missed all of them. He did have 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and was a +13 and plus minus. Darius Brown, 3 minutes, he missed his only field goal. He did have 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal foul, and was a -4 and plus minus. Jalen Tyson scored the most points off the bench with 12, and then he ended up playing 27 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He went 5 of 10 from the field. The jump shot was really going in this one, and the drives was too. But he went 1 of 4 from three, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Had the most rebounds off the bench with 8. He also had 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, 1 offensive rebound. It was a +13 and plus minus. Craig Porter Jr., 3 minutes. He went scoreless because he didn't attempt any shots. All he did was grab a rebound and have no turnovers, and he did get a personal foul, and he did finish as a -4 plus minus. Keon Ellis played 16 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 2 of 3 from the field, missed his only three. That was the only shot that he missed tonight. He did have 1 assist, no turnovers, and a block. 2 personal fouls, and was a -7 and plus minus. And Tyrese Proctor, he played 3 minutes, and he went scoreless because he didn't attempt any shots or free throws. But he did have 1 assist, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. And then you look at the fact that the Knicks shot 43% from the field. Well, the Knicks shot 41% from the field. The Cavaliers shot 43. Cavaliers shot 37% from three. The Knicks shot 27. 73% for the free throw line for the Cavs, 67 for the Knicks. The Knicks missed a lot of opportunities in this game, and it hurted them, even though they did also foul the Cavaliers a lot. And the Cavaliers already shooting way better from three. Then you giving them a lot of free throws on top of that. That's trouble for you to be able to win the game. Both teams had 44 rebounds. Both teams had 23 assists, 11 turnovers for the Cavaliers, 16 for the Knicks. 7 steals, well, I would say 7 steals for the Knicks, 11 for the Cavaliers, and then 6 blocks for the Cavaliers, 8 for the Knicks, 13 offensive rebounds for the Cavaliers, 11 for the Knicks, 31 defensive rebounds for the Cavaliers, 33 for the Knicks, and then 18 personal fouls for the Cavaliers, and 22 for the Knicks. And Cavaliers figured out a way to get it done. Obviously, they have a new roster. Obviously, they have new players, and they're still trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. They're trying to learn things on the fly. They're trying to figure things out as fast as they can so they can still keep getting wins, stay at a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they've been able to figure it out enough. They've been able to do it. The Knicks are one of the best teams in the East, and they beat them real easy in this game, showing you, man, James Harden trade don't look that bad right now. We'll see how it looks in the playoffs. We'll see how it looks, in the future when they have to pay them, and we'll see if they can continue to build this team up enough to be a championship team in the NBA, and that's what they have to figure out. The Knicks were supposed to be built to be a championship team, and they just look like a good team. They don't always look great. They don't always look dominant, but they have great players. They have a good bench. They have a good coach, and you just hope that they can figure it out before the season is over. And if not, maybe they can change it up and play better in the playoffs because they can be more motivated and more determined. You never know what can happen. You never know what happens can be random sometimes. And like I said, people thought the Knicks was good last year, and they made it to the conference finals, and they ended up losing. So maybe they can do that again and just have a better matchup or a different team that they can play against that they can beat. And on top of that, injuries and anything can happen. So as long as you're in that conversation, as long as you can figure it out when it matters the most, you still have a shot, is all I'm saying. And that's why you have to look at it sometimes when it comes to the season and to the NBA playoffs, because that's the way the world works in general. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.